Welcome to my sanctuary. I just moved a few kilometers up the road to the next rest stop. Much better than the previous one. Under the last video, lots of people were saying, "Get a fly net, get a fly net." Hold your horses, you guys, I have a net. I've just never used it before, but I have finally been driven insane enough to fish it out. I love this part of Australia. The red dirt, the vegetation. It feels like the real deal. The Australia I used to see in school books. There's an ant highway. It is my turn to have a mouse problem. I haven't slept properly in 2 nights, and now I moved to this different campsite, and I was hoping maybe that noise of driving it will make it to run away, run out of the van, but it didn't. I can still hear it, so we have to create a mouse trap. And I'm going to use this bottle. Ideally it would be a square one, but I don't have a square one and there was no shop on the way, so I will have to do with a round one. Not sure if it's gonna work, but let's see. I have found some old footage from my old van in New Zealand where I had a few mice move in during lockdown. So you can see how the trap should look like. Oh, how I miss this kitchen! This is the square bottle I was talking about. You need to poke 2 sticks through like this, a rubber band that pulls them together, and a string attached to the neck of the bottle, and a pin on the other side that pokes through the bottle, and that has bait attached to it. It's peanut butter wrapped in a small piece of toilet paper. When the mouse gets inside and pulls on the pin, the string releases and the trap closes. It worked like a charm. Look at those cute little buggers! Oh my gosh! I wanted to keep them as pets. So this is my sad attempt on making the same trap with the wrong bottle. Okay. Hope for the best. I hope for a mouse. After a few days in this lovely spot, it's finally time to move on. Now watch this very rare occurrence when I wish I had a boyfriend. For the life of me, I could not get this awning pole undone. I had to go around the camp looking for a man. Thankfully, I found one, otherwise I would still be there. Don't forget your packs. Friendly advice, do not camp at that Galena bridge where I was before. I picked up a mouse there. It's been with me ever since, so this was my 6th night of having a terrible sleep. I had to put all my food in containers, of course. It is still munching on something. I can't find out what. I have sprayed eucalyptus oil everywhere, vinegar. I made a trap that didn't work. Now I upgraded it. Can I reach it? So now I killed the bottle. I made a different design. It would be nice to have a shower, do some shopping, refill my water, and maybe get some proper bottles so that I can make some trap that's actually going to work. I don't think they will have a trap or anything. I don't think they will have much of choice of anything because it's just a roadhouse. I will be lucky to get soy milk. I don't think I will. The key is in the back. I don't wanna. Come on, can't you just see it? There you go. Happy? Let's get out of here. Wow, do I want 91 or 98? Damn it. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Does anyone know where I put my hairbrush? I just got to this roadhouse. It's in the middle of nowhere and I was hoping to replenish my supplies because I won't see another grocery shop for maybe a week or two. There is actually two places. There is this Billabong homestead and Billabong Roadhouse, and I didn't know that. I thought there was only one, and I was aiming for the Roadhouse because they also have free overnight stay. But because I didn't know, I took fuel at the first one. I can't stay here now because I didn't spend any money with the other guys, and that's a bit weird to be staying when I didn't support their business. So I have to move on, I guess. Anyway, so I got the fuel. I wanted to replenish my water, but the tap was locked. So I went in to pay for the fuel and I was like, hey, is there any tap here that I could get some water from? And he goes like, how much water? Water is precious in here. So he gave me 25 liters. He unlocked the tap for me. And then I was like, hey, is there somewhere around where I could get some basic groceries items? And he goes like, what do you need? And I'm like, I don't know, some basic veggies or bread or, well, soy milk. That's gonna be the hardest one. He goes like, I have soy milk. I can sell you some, probably. So he sold me 4 liters of soy milk. $5 each, which is fair enough. It's middle of nowhere, so I'm really happy with that. And then he brought out a crate with veg, and he says that's all we don't need. You can have anything from that. So I didn't want to take too much because I don't have a fridge and I have a mouse. But I got 3 carrots, 1 cauliflower, 2 potatoes, and 2 very, very sad looking courgettes or zucchinis. And I don't eat zucchinis. I only got them because I thought they would otherwise throw them away and I wanted to save them. So now I have to get creative and cook something that's gonna be edible. Of course, I knew it's not gonna be cheap, but I was a bit surprised that it was a bit more than I would expect. But I am happy. I am happy I got some fresh veg. I might have underestimated it a little bit. I should have gotten more supplies, but at the same time I'm really happy I don't have more food because I have the mouse problem and I don't have that many containers. So like, where would I put all that food? Do you see that? That's my dehydrated veggies in that bag. I sleep with them. I guard them from the mouse because that bee is not touching my dehydrated veg, and I'm so happy I have that veg because even if I didn't manage to replenish my supplies, I would still be okay. Like, I still have food enough for months as long as the mouse doesn't get into it. I also got some clear water bottle because I don't know, I was thinking maybe the problem is that this bottle is brown and it can't see what's inside, but at the same time it's most active at night, so it won't see anyway. That was probably a silly thought. Maybe it's just too smart. But last night it was like running around, like I was watching it. It was very friendly. It's getting really comfortable in my van. and it loves soy milk. It loves to chew these corners and get into it. The other day I was cooking my porridge and I lift up the milk and I was like, wow, I thought I had a little bit more than that. Never mind, so I cooked with it. And then I found out that it was actually leaking from the bottom here, but very slowly. The hole was tiny, but then I found out that my whole carpet is soaked and now it stinks. I actually have to go and clean the carpet now. Oh, I was just the other day telling you that my van doesn't stink, but right now it does. Oh, bloody mouse. So yeah, I have to find where to hide these, because if she gets into my precious $5 soy milk. Oh yeah, and then I was like paying for the veg and the soy milk, and I was like, oh, and a shower please. So that's why I thought it was so expensive, because he put the shower in there, and I was like, okay, fair enough, that makes sense, right? But when I came back, I was like, dude, I can't find a shower. Where are the showers? And he goes like, oh, I didn't charge you for a shower. I thought you mean the water you got. And I'm like, no, I meant shower. Like, I haven't showered in a week. This is the longest I have ever gone without showering. And honestly, I didn't think it was possible. Like, I didn't think I would manage. But it actually wasn't too bad. I have my vinegar wipes. I have my bidet. It's doable. Just the hair is a little bit problematic. I was thinking about chopping it off again. Just so I can wash it just with a cup of water. And so he told me he needs to charge me $10 because that's what they charge for showers. And I'm like, well, I guess I shouldn't pay anyway because I'm a truck driver. Do you want to see my license? He goes like, okay, you can have a free shower. Oh my god, I just reviewed a little bit of the footage. My dark circles are so bad. I mean, they are usually visible because they are genetic. They are genetic. They are in the family. My grandmother had them, my mother had them, I have them, but now they are super bad, and that's what 6 nights with a mouse does to you. You should see it, it's so cute, it's so tiny. Okay, I went to the Roadhouse to get a different bottle. I think it's gonna like this one much better because it has a bigger opening. It's not gonna feel as claustrophobic. And they said that it's okay for me to stay overnight, even though I didn't take fuel from them. I apologized and I promised that I will take fuel on the way back. Tonight is the night when I catch my mouse. I can feel it in my bones. I have raided my cosmetics bag and I glued a concealer to the bottle. And I glued 2 eyeliners to a board. This is a thumbs up. And this is a Earl Grey tea. I sound like a turkey. So the bottle goes on like this. There's gonna be some yummy food, peanut butter, and of course some granola. I have noticed that this mouse loves granola. And so it will come up here, gets there for the granola. The weight will bring it down like that. It will go there, munch. So the weight will bring it down again, so it's actually open, but as soon as the mouse starts coming back up, it will close again. And I know, yes, a cardboard box is not ideal, it's the ideal size though, and I can't think of anything else right now, but I have reinforced it with my old swipe card, so it's not gonna chew through it and it's gonna wake me up anyway. And the thumbs up is there just so it stops coming down even more, even though I don't think it's actually needed because the swipe card is stopping it. Tonight is the night. Good morning! I had a really good night. I finally slept. The mouse is gone. but it's not thanks to my genius trap, and I'm a little bit gutted that I didn't get to try it, but at the same time I'm so happy I can sleep and I can stop guarding my food and sleep with my dehydrated veg. What happened is that mouse obviously had a routine where it would spend its days outside, and when the sun started setting it would come home like a good child. And when I left yesterday, I must have left it there. It's not here. It's gone. So, yeah. And now I'm going to go to the Roadhouse to get a coffee. I feel like that's the least I can do because I slept here for free and I didn't even buy fuel from them. Yeah, it's a bit windy, isn't it? Yum, I got my coffee. Thank you so much to everyone who bought me a coffee. And they also had these Vietnamese avocado rolls. And I think it's such a coincidence that they had something vegan that I had to buy it. And it's gonna be a nice change from the constant curry and semolina. I'm starting to get a bit sick of it. Now I have to turn this very, very sad zucchini into something I would eat, which is gonna be a challenge. So I have zucchini, potato, one last sweet potato, put some salt, beans, and I will steam it all. I was aiming for something like a mash. I was going to eat it with chili oil and gherkins. It turned out more like a stew, but I'm still gonna eat it with the chili oil. And maybe the gherkins too. This is actually not too bad. I think a chili oil is similar to peanut butter in a sense that it makes everything taste better. Morning! I'm just gonna have my breakfast. I made some semolina porridge, but I must say I don't like that soy milk, which was to be expected because I only like that one and only brand of soy milk that I'm used to, and any other soy milk tastes terrible to me. So I will have to think about some other breakfast options. And I will go do some washing. I will go have a shower and then I will make my way towards Shark Bay again. I'm really looking forward to Shark Bay, but I'm not quite sure if I will be able to get into many places because it's mostly four-wheel drive terrain. And I'm not sure if my Mitzi is a four-wheel drive enough. She doesn't have that much clearance. She has all-terrain tires. I will let the air out and let's see where I get stuck. I will probably skip Monkey Maya this time because I have been there twice already. I have also spent some time volunteering with the dolphins. I will stick with exploring other parts of Shark Bay besides Monkey Maya. I'm thinking about staying maybe one more night, but I'm pretty sure it's meant just for one night here, so I should leave, but I need to finish editing this video and I need to upload it on YouTube because it's a very good reception in here and I'm not sure what I'm going to have from here on. This is funny, I had to buy a normal cacao powder instead of my fancy cocoa because I couldn't find it anywhere. And this one sticks to my teeth. Wait, I'll try to show you. Yeah, I will brush my teeth afterwards. never take $1 coins. I don't think I have. I have to go get change. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week in Shark Bay if I find enough reception to upload a video. I should have gotten a Starlink.